Today we are going to take a look at the three major mysterious events that happened in China and have yet to be solved. The Great Explosion of Tianqi. Around 9 a.m. on May 30 of 1626, a strange and massive explosion occurred near the Wang Factory gunpowder depot in southwest Beijing at that time. As a disaster that happened within Beijing city, it caused more than 20,000 casualties, and the collection of bodies became a problem. According to many historical records, some people heard the roar of a giant. Dark clouds flew across the sky, and a huge fireball rolled in the midst of them. Then people saw a huge mushroom cloud rising into the sky, and the whole city of Beijing was shrouded in darkness. With the phenomenon of earthquakes, many houses collapsed instantly. Within the range of the explosion, wood, stones, human bodies, and bird carcasses fell from the sky like raindrops. Many craftsmen who were working on the construction in the Forbidden City were shaken down from tall scaffolding, turning into meat bags. The elephant prepared for the emperor to leave the palace was frightened and ran out of the elephant house, trampling countless people to death. A small newspaper published by the Beijing folk called Tianbi and Daichao also recorded that there were countless deaths and injuries in the palace. Emperor Tianqi, who was having a meal, ran into the Jiaodai Hall panting and hid under a table in the hall. His personal guard was hit in the head and died instantly. The less-than-known-year-old Crown Prince Zhu Zijiang also died in this disaster. An explosion that occurred near the gunpowder depot looked like it was caused by a fire, but as people investigated, they found that there were many inexplicable phenomena in this disaster. A month before the disaster, the ghost carbird stayed at the observatory in the capital, crying day and night. Half a month before the disaster, the weather suddenly turned cold, and even frost appeared. It should be noted that it was May at that time. 8 days before the disaster, mysterious clouds appeared in the sky like flags and swords, first white, then red, and finally purple. 4 hours before the disaster, there was an unknown music coming from the Dianmen and Huashan Temple, and then a red ball flew out of the temple and went straight up into the sky. The most difficult to explain is that after the explosion, all the clothes of the dead and injured disappeared. The Great Explosion of Tianqi, the Dead Hill incident in ancient India, and the Tunguska explosion in Russia are known as the three great natural mysteries in the world. Even until now, the cause of this disaster has not been truly determined. 2. The mysterious flying experience of Huang Yanqiu. In July 27, 1977, Huang Yanqiu, a young farmer from Feixian County, Handan City, Hebei Province, disappeared while sleeping at night, and the villagers searched for him everywhere but couldn't find him. 10 days after his disappearance, an urgent telegram was sent to a village committee by nearby villagers. The date on the telegram was July 28th, the second day after Huang Yanqiu disappeared. The telegram clearly stated that Huang Yanqiu was at a deportation station in Shanghai at that time and hoped that the village committee could send someone to pick him up. The village committee was confused because their village was 1,140 kilometers away from Shanghai. Even if they took the fastest train at that time, it would take 22 hours to arrive, and they also had to go to Hannan City 45 kilometers away to catch the train. After being taken back to his village, Huang Yanqiu said that before he disappeared, he was sleeping in a newly built house. When he opened his eyes, he found himself lying on a street in Nanjing. Later, 2 traffic policemen gave him a train ticket to Shanghai and asked him to board the train by himself. When Huang Yanqiu arrived at the police station of the Shanghai railway station, the 2 policemen were waiting for him at the door, and then they sent him to the deportation station. On the evening of September 8, 1977, after the production meeting was over, Huang Yanqiu disappeared again. This time, when he woke up, he found himself at the square of Shanghai railway station. 2 soldiers said they had received orders to take him to the army. After they arrived at the army, they came to an office. The officers present were very surprised and asked him how he got in. Huang Yanqiu said that they brought me here, but when he turned around, the 2 people were gone. The next day, the army directly notified the village committee and sent Huang Yanqiu back. Incredible things happened during the time when Huang Yanqiu left home. Someone used a sickle to carve a line of words on the south wall of the house. Gao Dengmin and Gao Yanjin from Shandong province, rest assured. It has not been found out who carved the words yet. After verifying, Gao Dengmin and Gao Yanjin were found to have never existed. After returning to the village again, the villagers speculated about him. Some said that he was possessed by evil spirits and got something unclean. On September 20th, 1977, Huang Yanqiu experienced his third disappearance. After recording the public points, Huang Yanqiu felt dizzy and then passed out. When he woke up, he found himself in a hotel, and the two traffic policemen were by his side. From their mouths, Huang Yanqiu learned that he had been to many places with them, including Lanzhou, Gansu Province, Beijing, Tianjin, and Shenyang. Finally, Huang Yanqiu returned home after falling asleep. According to Huang Yanqiu's own description, he felt that two people were carrying him flying while he was unconscious. This was the Huang Yanqiu flying event that caused a sensation throughout the country at that time. It was considered as a third type of contact event that occurred in China. CCTV once reported on this event in a program, and although the program gave an explanation of out-of-body experience, there are still many mysteries surrounding the event. 3. The disappearance of Peng Jiamu. Before discussing this mysterious event, I want to tell everyone something. Peng Jiamu was an outstanding biochemist in China and made great contributions to our scientific research. We should pay him high respect. In May 1980, Peng Jiamu and 8 others entered the Lope Nor to reveal the true face of this forbidden zone of life. They conducted a lot of surveys and research in the area, but their gasoline and water ran out. Without telling his teammates, Peng Jiamu left alone to find water and was never heard from again, leaving only a note. The country organized multiple rescue missions, but Peng Jiamu was never found. There were rumors that their goal was to uncover the mystery of the Lope Nor. Some young people went deep into the Lope Nor to find ancient city ruins for wealth, but some did not come back alive, and those who did come back ran like they were possessed and eventually died of exhaustion. Scientists dissected these people and found a plant they had never seen before in their stomachs. To this day, there is still no scientific explanation for Peng Jiamu's disappearance. There are many unfounded speculations, the most famous of which links him to the Pisces jade pendant. It is said that Peng Jiamu found the Pisces jade pendant in the ancient city ruins. This jade pendant has mysterious powers that can replicate life. In an experiment, Peng Jiamu was replicated, resulting in 2 identical Peng Jiamus. This is considered a secret that cannot be revealed to the world, so Peng Jiamu decided to hide and keep the secret. However, this statement is completely a conspiracy theory and disrespects scientists. There are still many inexplainable doubts about Peng Jiamu's disappearance, such as why he didn't consult with his teammates and went alone into the wilderness without supplies, and why he took such a risk. These doubts remain unexplained to this day. These are the 3 unsolved mysteries in China to this day. There are many inexplicable doubts in these mysterious events, but we believe that science will give us an answer someday in the future.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel so that you will be the first to receive the latest videos from us. Click the red subscribe button. Thank you.